Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Those Natural Ones. Thank you all for joining us this New Year's Eve. Before we get started, couple quick announcements, and then we'll jump right into it. Starting with our next in-person, sitting around a real table, rolling real dice the way D&D was meant to be played. Friday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. So make sure you mark that on your calendar and tune in at twitch.tv/thosenaturalones and youtube.com/@thosenaturalones on the 23rd. And going forward, it'll be the second to last Friday every single month, at least for the next 6 months. Well, then we'll reassess in the middle of the year. But that's it for that. Scott, do your thing and tell them about Patreon.
Hi guys, I'm Scott. Yes, children, I am Scott, not Jack. Despite the dozen or so people who think that mistaken me for Jack Black.
Hey, Jack Black, are you defaulted to your headset microphone? Because you sound like you're talking through a toilet paper tube.
Maybe he
I had
is.
some issues when I restarted.
Real quick,
Yes.
hold on. As we fix this quick audio issue.
There, how's that?
Hey, much better. All right, continue, Jack Black.
Okay, not Jack Black. Despite the many random sightings by Gen Alpha, I am not the guy from the Minecraft movie. However, I would love it if somebody could get a video of somebody misidentifying Jack Black as Scott from Those Natural Ones. That would be incredible. I'd be willing to pay money for that. That'd be awesome. Check out our Patreon to help us grow and get more popular, so that might actually happen at some point. It won't. But anyway, patreon.com/thosenaturalones. Please check it out. That's the best way to support our stream. And there's lots of merch in there, like this shirt we had one point in time. One of the levels has a weekly shout out. So once again, thank you, Lesson 4 on Marlat, for your continued support. You can check out all of our patrons at the character cards and at the mid and end screens. We appreciate all the support we get. We'd love to add your name to that list. Patreon.com/thosenaturalones. Scott out.
Thanks, Jack.
Scott, I am wondering if Jack Black has a cameo, because we could get him to do that.
Hey,
to be
that's
confused
a
as you.
fantastic idea.
People on the stream have logged on and asked if that's Jack Black multiple times.
We should have said yes.
I was at an elementary school basketball game a couple weeks ago, and the girl in front of me was so excited that Jack Black sat behind her.
Oh, the disappointment.
I would have ridden that till the wheels fell off.
Because,
Good God.
mean, that's certainly what Jack Black does, to show up to elementary school basketball games in Ohio.
I think the biggest takeaway is that you're still allowed inside of an elementary school. On that note,
well, they thought it was Jack Black, so
yeah,
they let me in.
All right. On that note, I can't remember who's doing the recaps. Cassandra, are you doing the recap now? All right.
Yep, I'm going to do it.
It's been 2 weeks. So, Cassandra, tell everybody what happened last week or 2 weeks ago.
So the group had concluded fighting with that mage, and she kicked it. And then Duluth picked up her earring and started impersonating her pretty well to her boss. And then Imsada actually came in surprisingly clutch, because first Imsada got hit in the head with a rock and did not get mad at us for it. Then Imsada got thrown into this battle with us and was very clutch, even though she was charmed. And then we were like, yo, Imsada, dress up as this dead lady and go walk into this trap. And Imsada was like, bet. So we sent Imsada to her potential death so that we could escape out of this temple, because there were 4, what are we calling them?
Bandits.
Scouts who were watching us, and we thought if we send Imsada out, and they will follow Imsada. That did not happen. So once again, our party very wisely split up to do battle. Uh, and Reginald was the real MVP, landing multiple bite attacks with the strongest hitting jaw of all time. And once we killed the scouts, the bandit was our last defeat. We did not kill the bandit because we wanted to get answers as to why the bandit was sending people in to get the thing that we were getting. Unfortunately, we got the mysterious letter from S. No additional details. The bandit gave us no real answers, and then he pulled a whole bunch of tricks, treated us like fools, and disappeared.
It's amazing how that happens when you.
You
take
know,
your eye
I
off of
thought we
Bandit.
did. I thought we did a really good job, but when you summarized it, I'm surprised we're alive.
That is fair. And that's where we will pick up. Let's go ahead and get some music going right now. And this bandit just basically fucked right off. You are now standing in the desert outside of this temple. Probably a little worse for wear in most cases. But the day, it's probably, I'm trying to remember what time we said it was. I think we were looking right around noon-ish, we'll say. So give or take an hour or so. So you are all standing here after this. What are you doing?
You said
Yeah.
that he probably misty stepped. There weren't any footprints, right?
Correct. Yes.
Well, crap.
You were able to follow the footprints for about, if I remember correctly, about 30 to 60 feet or so before they seem to vanish, almost like some sort of magical teleportation spell.
How dry is it right now?
I mean, desert, very, very dry.
It's
Very,
desert
very dry.
dry.
Speaking of that, Duluth, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
What?
Did we throw him in the sacks on the camel? Is that what's going on?
Doc, how long would it take? Doc, how long would it take you to make so much mist that you got like a little tub of water?
Well, we have one on the camel.
All right,
We
so
have-
that is
I
a
have my
7.
bucket
And
with me.
while you are not,
Ah.
I mean, the bucket helps you from not dying. However, you are going to take a level of exhaustion due to the fact that it is really fucking hot and you're a frog.
I'm going to use the elementalism cantrip and just continually mist.
Which is probably
that's
one of the
right.
reasons why he's just feeling a little down and feeling a little tired and not feeling a little dead.
So, being that it's the heat of the day and it is like high noon in the desert, I vote we find some shade, take a long rest, and wait for nightfall to get back.
I was
I
thinking
agree.
the same thing.
Where's shade?
We could
I mean,
all
we
go
could-
under Doc Parm. Just
Mm,
hold your dragon wings out.
I don't have those yet.
Damn it.
He's been working on it this whole time.
Ugh, work harder.
Back in the temple, but we know now that this temple is a target for people.
I think it might have been recently cleared of danger.
Who did
That
that?
we know of.
I
The
don't know
person
who
knows
did
our
it, but
location and the item we hold just got away.
I'm sure it's fine.
What time of day? is it?
Remind me what the letter from your friend S. What did that say?
Boy, what did that say? Let me see if I still have it.
It's right around high noon. It's high noon.
Gotta find my message. I'm sure I got it.
It's in the player stream chat.
Your current operation along Malsearian Trail is well noted. There's a structure north of the outpost, older than the road, older than the town. You are to take a small force and enter it. Do not linger more than necessary. Within, you are to retrieve a small optical object described as a filigree lens set in brass or silver. It may appear inert or ornamental. That is expected. You are not to experiment with it. You are not to sell it. You are not to bring it anywhere but back to the trail. Should others already be present, avoid confrontation if possible. If unavoidable, ensure the object is recovered intact. Payment will be delivered upon receipt, as agreed. Failure will be remembered. S.
Hmm.
The ideas?
I, for one, like to get out of this sun.
Mm-hmm. And to rest.
Is the temple the closest place?
Yeah, is there
We could
any
find
other
a-
cover anywhere?
We
The
could find
temple
a
would
big rock.
the temple would be the closest place to you. You can, if somebody would like to scout out, and they can do a survival check to see if there is any kind of like anything else that can be used as cover. The temple would be the closest place that you know of, at least.
I'll do a survival check to look around.
All right. So, Helena, you are going to go scout around
Yeah.
for a little while.
Yeah.
Ooh, not bad. With an
18.
18. So you scout out. You probably spend, let's say, how much time would you spend, do you think, scouting around?
Just so our little frog friend doesn't die, like an hour maybe.
Okay. So, yeah, that's good. You'd spend about an hour wandering around, just doing like a perimeter around where you are, doing kind of widening your circle with every pass, and it takes you probably about an hour or so before you look out and you do see kind of a jagged outcropping. It's not going to be super secure. There's not like an interior structure, but there is a structure of stones that kind of come together into like an inverted V that you could potentially get out of the sun if you went like kind of made camp between the two.
All right. So I found a rock. It's not a perfect rock, but it's a rock nonetheless, if we would rather go there. It's got some shade. And it's
Whichever
not-
one's closer.
I already have shade.
Well, some
Just-
of us don't.
Just lead the way. I'll
Yeah.
I'll struggle on.
Do you want to get on Reginald the Third?
I'd rather walk under him.
Okay, do that. Just be careful. Hold on to his little feet.
I'm sticking in Reginald's shadow.
So you are walking underneath Reginald. Go ahead and
No,
make me
in
a
his
dexterity.
shadow.
Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Got to avoid the balls.
They just hang so low.
Oh, there we are.
Well, you're no longer dry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a 19.
So that like one time of a day that a camel takes a piss, you're able to hop out of the way of.
I think twice about it, and then I hop.
Fantastic.
He's
All right, so you guys make your way.
dexterous.
I'm sorry. Were you going to the outcrop or were you going to the temple?
Yes.
We're going
That
to the
wasn't
outcrop.
a yes or no question.
Outcrop.
The outcrop.
We're going
okay.
to the outcrop
Yes.
for a long rest.
All right. So since you're going directly there, it takes you about 15, 20 minutes to get there. Then you do find these two jagged sandstone-esque colored rocks that kind of Pride Rock fashion almost jutting out of the ground and crossing in the middle. You are able to find some decent shade and at least cover from two sides underneath these rocks.
I'm gonna pour some water from my water skin into my bucket and chill the fuck out.
Sounds good. All right, so you're taking a long
Sorry, I
rest,
clicked that.
I take it?
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't know that came up.
No worries. Is anyone taking watch while you take your rest?
I'll watch since I just need to trance for 4 hours.
All right. So Damn it, my headset's dying. Helena is taking the first watch. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get my cord out to plug my headset in. Damn it. There it is. All right, so Helena's taking the first watch. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
A D20. 17.
17, fantastic. Your watch seems to go without any major incidents. A couple times. Go ahead and roll me a perception check as well, though.
Nice.
Nice.
20.
All right, with the dirty 20. About 2 hours, and it is midday, so pretty easy to see everywhere around you. But about 2 hours or so into your watch, as you're looking around, you notice off in the distance, right on the horizon, you see a small shadow with a dirty 20. You see what appears to be a mounted creature, humanoid in shape. It's very hard to make out due to the distance, just cresting over the horizon. If you were to guess, you'd probably think camel with a rider. Doesn't seem to take notice of you, but it does kind of come into the horizon and kind of start slowly padding past, never coming close enough to where you can make out any details, but you just kind of keep an eye on it and watch it as it passes your periphery. Well, your vision, I should say.
Can she tell which direction it's heading? Like towards us, away from us, from side to side?
Side to side, kind of. So, like I said, it's not really coming towards you. It's not. Yeah. It's not really coming towards you, not really going directly away from you, but kind of comes in into the horizon on the left-hand side of your vision, of your view, and just slowly goes across the horizon and then exits out to the right.
Just to jog my memory, because my memory is garbage, when we came out to this outcropping of not real wood, this is near the Malsearian Trail, right?
Malsearian Trail is the road that goes through town. You're about a day north of it right now.
So we didn't take the trail, because didn't that guy say to the girl that Duluth was impersonating to meet him on the trail?
Something like that, yes.
That was in the letter. Yeah.
That was in the letter.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I don't think we can afford another battle.
So, the rest of your watch goes without a hitch. Who would be taking the second watch?
I can take the second one.
All right, Gal's taking the second one. So, Helena, you go. Wake up, Gal. Go into your trance. Gal, go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
Ten.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Pretty
Jesus,
good.
Nice.
23.
23. All right. About an hour into your watch, you start noticing the wind start to pick up slightly. And you're able to see it off in the distance. You're familiar with these lands. You've lived out here for quite a while. You know sandstorms well before they become dangerous. You feel the wind pick up and you look out to the west and you see a wall of dust coming towards you. You know this outcropping that you're currently under kind of northeast to southwest. The rocks, one rock is positioned kind of to the southwest and one's to the northeast. It might shelter you. It might not, depending on how this storm comes. But you can see it's probably going to hit you in about an hour. Or actually, it would probably hit you in about 30 minutes.
How far away is the temple?
Temple is probably 20 minutes.
We were a
right.
mile away from it when we made our decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna
okay, then we'll say probably about half hour.
If we run,
Yeah, I'm gonna wake everybody up, tell them the situation, say we need to get to that temple, or we may not make it.
Get to why?
I'm just dragging everybody along. We got to get to shelter now.
Wait, let me get this water back in here.
Why is it sandy outside?
It's been sandy. We're in a desert.
Huh? Oh, no.
As you all start running to the towards the temple, anyone who has any kind of athletic modifier that gives you advantage on running is fine. If you do not, make me a Constitution saving throw for your run across the desert, as you are trying to beat out a sandstorm.
Question.
Yes.
Does Jack of all trades count
As
the modifier?
what is your athletic?
With Jack of all trades, it's -1.
Then no, it does not.
someone get a natural 1?
I did.
Somebody got a nat 20.
And then
Yeah,
that would be
Gal.
Gal
Gal.
got a nat 20.
All
You
right.
just had
so
to
we
really
got
show me up, Gal.
Helena with a 2, a natural 1 for a 2. Doc Vernerler with a 6. Gal with a natural 20 for a 22. Duluth with a 7. Raya with a 14. And finally, maybe. Oh, lifelong get fucked. Ban.
Ooh.
Msada. Oh, you did already. You're at the
Am I-
top. My
Yeah.
bad. 13. All right. So this will be. Sorry, I didn't see you up there. All right. So Helena, Doc, and Duluth, as you guys are running, you get about halfway there and you start slowing down a little bit. You are able to make it to the temple, but all three of you take a level of exhaustion.
Fantastic.
He's almost dead.
You have to get to like level 6 or 7 to die.
Wait, it doesn't let you break down the.
I forget what 2024 rules are for exhaustion.
Oh, they just
There we go. I got it.
they-
I got
they
it.
just subtract from saves and like
Yeah.
anytime you roll something.
It's like -2, then -4, then -6, I think. I think it's
Oh, they don't do
Yeah.
the speed halving and all that stuff?
No, that's 2014.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just -2 each time, an additional -2 each time.
Yeah.
I'll double check. I'll double check in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that's
I'm
what it is.
looking it up.
All right. All right, but yeah, you're all able to make it to the temple and just kind of like fall into that opening down in there right as the sand just starts all howling right across the opening.
And just crawling past the finish line, like wherever the safe point is, just like. Ugh.
This
Okay.
will
On D20 tests, your roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion. On speed, your speed is reduced by a number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion.
Ah, okay. Thank you. All right.
So, do we have another watch we need to do, or
Yeah, so this is going to actually add an extra hour to your long rest, considering you had to run all the way here. So instead of 8 hours, you are going to have to get a ninth hour in. This was about an hour in, so if Gal would like to continue are you continuing your watch?
Oh yeah, I'm not winded at all. I feel great actually.
All right.
having such a light frame works out
before
pretty good.
we go back to sleep, I'm just gonna look at Gal and be like, "Yo, enough with the running. Let us actually sleep." That's not how watch goes.
I mean, if you'd rather die in a sandstorm, be my guest.
You are the Grim Reaper.
See,
You're just now noticing this?
it's the Grim Reaper of sleep.
It's at that point I go up near the top where I can see outside and put my mask back on.
All right. So the
Sweet
rest
dreams.
the rest of your the rest of your watch goes without a hitch. Who would be taking the third and final watch?
I'll do it.
Oh, great.
Wow.
All right, Doc.
All right. So Gal,
I'm glad I'm asleep and I don't know that Doc is now on watch.
all right. Doc, go ahead and roll me a d20.
I thought you'd never ask.
I wish he'd never ask.
So with a 7, the sandstorm continues howling above you as you all are safe inside of the temple. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, Lord.
As your watch and as the rest comes to an end, the sun has set.
Hold on.
Yes. Oh no.
I fall asleep.
Oh god.
That actually checks out.
Yep.
All right. Well, Helena, you're probably the first one to wake up since all you had to do was trance for 4 hours. So Helena, you wake up and you see all 5 of your compatriots are sound asleep. The night has come. The sandstorm is starting to slow down above you. It's just like a not quite a gentle breeze, but a strong breeze above, and you do looking up out of that kind of I'm gonna say skylight for lack of a better term right now in my head. You do still see some sand flipping through the air, but the majority of that cloud has dissipated, and you can see the stars above the light starts filtering through. But everybody is asleep except for you now.
All right, so can I wake everyone up then?
Yeah.
All right, let's rise and shine, beauties. Come on. Who was supposed to be on watch?
Gal immediately looks at the professor.
Not now.
Doc.
Why are we in the temple? I thought we left.
Were you supposed to be on watch?
Great.
Oh, right. Yes, I was on watch, and then.
You're lucky it was just an hour. I would have stuck one of these. I point to my arrows. One of these through you, if it had been longer than an hour that you fell asleep for.
Gal's gonna lean over to Duluth and be like, "Aren't they friends?"
If anybody is going to help me shuffle off this mortal coil, it's going to be that one over there. And I point at Gao. You're going to help me do that, right?
this is quite a development.
Oh. Death.
Is that
Can we
a
look
goal
around
of
to
yours,
see?
Harm?
Hmm.
Is that a goal of yours to shuffle off this mortal coil?
I've been alive a very long time, and let's just say things aren't as easy as they used to be. And you know what?
Boy.
I'm tired of being tired.
We're going to take a
no.
second real quick.
Oh.
Before we continue, we're actually going to step back
I
just
foresee
a
future
bit.
complications.
Gal, as you sleep in this temple, this forgotten temple, there's something about the air, the vibe, the unease in here. Your dreams are tainted in here. Your dreams, visions, blood, darkness. Some unknown figure in the shadows watching over you, laughing menacingly. You have images from your own eyesight of looking down at blood-coated stone floor in a cavern somewhere, just flashes here and there, almost like you're falling in and out of consciousness. You look down and you see your hands coated in blood. You see these runes and markings that you're all too familiar with now emerging out of nowhere on your skin, on your forearms, glowing slightly. You feel pressure between your shoulder blades. And as your vision fades from one to another, you see people, men in robes, in dark cloaks. And right before you come, or right as your vision fades from that, it opens back up to one of those same men with a blade sticking out of its chest from behind. And right as you reach up to scream, you wake up.
If that's the case, then when I did wake up, the team would have seen me kind of clawing at my clothes and kind of looking at my body. And if anybody would like to make a perception check, you can check if you notice anything.
I'm just going to assume you're being your normal weird self.
Oh, perception check.
Ooh, those are pretty good. That is
Oh, sure. The senile guy who went to sleep on his watch is the one who's going to notice
And
something changed.
Msada,
Doubt it.
Msada with a 15, the Doc with a 17, Duluth with a 9, Helena with a 16.
So everybody except Duluth would notice that I have some kind of strange runes going across my chest as I'm kind of yanking my clothes apart and looking at myself to see if they're still glowing and kind of freaking out in that kind of half awake state.
All I notice is how emaciated this fella is.
Which currently they are not glowing. They
have
are
have a sandwich, man.
they're dull like you're used to.
Maybe he's auditioning for Wicked.
I reach in my pocket and hand him a taco. I think you need this.
You little frog pocket.
Wait, why are you taking your clothes off?
are
We're in the
these-
middle of the desert.
Are these runes readable?
Excuse me, it was a bad
Uh,
dream.
Gal, is there anything readable in the runes, or is it just markings?
It would depend on whether they can read the language, I assume.
I will answer that question for you in just a second. Give me 2 seconds here to look
Please be
at
common. Please be common.
Msato's-
Please be
Yeah.
common.
Never common.
This is not regerts.
Oh
No.
God. It's the celestial
regrets.
version of Memento where you just have to remember things.
So hold on. Let me see. I'm looking at everybody's languages right now. Give me 2 seconds here.
Do they happen to be in Grung?
Yeah, he is covered in grung tattoos from a drunken night in a frog brothel.
Aren't we
A
all?
frothel?
A frothel. Frothel. That's amazing.
Gotta get
That's-
that
that's-
fragooty.
Wow, that just happened. No, nobody would be able to recognize anything.
No, it's Gal.
God damn it.
Does it hurt?
Does what hurt?
Do it, because you fell from heaven.
Ah, I was trying to avoid it.
Well, when Nick said what happened after I felt the pressure between my shoulder blades, I thought I was in heaven for a moment there.
Well, are you a Grim Reaper, or aren't you?
I just do that to scare the superstitious.
If you're not a real one, then hand over your death scythe and your death mask.
Perhaps I should test it on you.
I said
Yes.
hand them over.
Doc, that's appropriation. You can't just take his stuff like that.
It wasn't going to be appropriation, it was going to be confiscation.
Mm,
Can't even
Both are problematic.
be an actual Grim Reaper. And it's only going to
Okay,
look like
boomer.
one.
Doc, we can. I'll educate you later. It's fine. Just let it be.
If you fall asleep on watch again, I'll introduce you to my scythe.
I'm
Does
glad
it
we're on
at
the
least
same
have a
page.
name?
Boys, let's stop
Scythe
arguing.
McScythe phase.
I call it Kid Cuddy.
Oh god. This day and night.
Did you tell us what you saw in your vision or your dream?
No, I don't share anything.
You don't share anything, okay?
No, you're gonna have to get used to this, but that's typical for Chris's characters. They never share anything.
Do we have our long rest?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did get your long rest.
I only have 1 level of exhaustion now.
Yay.
You're the one who playing a frog in the desert.
I picked frog, and then you picked desert. And
almost
I'm pretty sure that
premeditated.
that was a cause and effect type
Tomato,
of situation.
potato.
Let's call this whole thing off.
All right. So, you all get your long rests. The day, or should I say the night, is yours. Because at this point, you're probably looking about 9-10 o'clock at night.
Hmm.
The sun has set. The wind is dying down.
No, the sun is setting.
How
We can
romantic.
properly
There-
get out of here.
Is there anything around us that is worth noting at all?
Well, you're back in the temple now, so you've explored pretty much everything at this point.
Okay.
We haven't solved
whole-
any of the puzzles.
Did Helena
think
tell
we-
us any... Sorry, did Helena tell us about the possible rider she saw riding
Oh, yeah.
past our encampment?
I'll mention it as soon as we are done looking at Gao's ruins on him.
I'll take my
Um,
smoking jacket out of my backpack and water it down and drape it on my head.
Aw.
Like a,
I'm
like
sorry,
a
do you
black
have that on
guy
your
in the
character
Sahara.
No.
Yes, I do.
Let's not go back there.
Anyway, all right. So what's the plan?
I say we should make our way back to town, but we should be careful about anyone that might be on the path because I saw something. I don't know what it was, but it was something.
So here's
Did Reginald have a level of exhaustion?
That's actually what I was just going to ask. In our haste, we kind of forgot. What did you all do
Oh,
with
no.
the camel when you ran back to the temple?
Oh, did we leave it out?
No, we would have
protected
taken
that
him with
camel.
us.
That
We for
camel's
sure would have
coming
taken him
us.
with us.
All right, so the camel, you took the camel with you and what, tied
We
it up
wrapped
outside
cloth
of-
around its head, and then we
Are we
jumped
sure-
into the.
Oh no. Are we
Or did we just
sure?
push it in the hole?
Yes.
And risk broken legs.
and risk trying to figure out how to get it out of the hole.
We gotta unbury that camel.
Luckily, camels are used to sandstorms. It might not be pleasant for it, but it probably survived.
All right.
Lovely.
Well, let's go get Reginald.
Oh, look, there he is, just chewing away.
Like
you
nothing
walk-
even happened.
You walk out of the hole and you see Reginald has gone off to the side, found like a boulder to kind of nuzzle up behind.
Is he like reverse ostrich? He's just a head poking out of the
Yeah,
sand.
pretty much.
Yeah.
No.
Just looking and chewing.
So are you starting to head back to town, or are you exploring more around here, or what are you doing?
Heading back to town.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
vote we
gotta get
take
the fuck
advantage
outta
of the
here.
nighttime.
Yeah.
Let's
the
go
moon
fight
out?
some more lizards.
For the sake of brevity, we will say it does take you the majority of the night to get there. You've already had multiple encounters for this day, so we'll go ahead and say for the sake of this, you are able to make your way towards town without any incident. However, I would like someone, whoever is leading the way, to roll me a survival check to see just how long it takes you to get back to town, and if you can make it before the sun starts coming up.
I'll do it since I was the guide from the beginning.
Sounds good.
It's a 14.
14. All right. So yeah, you are able to make it. You don't really lose your way at any point. It is slow going due to the recent sandstorm and a lot of the markers being covered in dust and debris, but not to the point where it would be detrimental or any kind of actual impact to your travel time. You just are meandering a little slower, but you do make it in about we'll say roughly about 12 hours later, as the sun has risen in the east and makes it about halfway up. You start seeing the town of Malseare. As you approach, you do notice that tents have been erected from the caravan. The caravan horses and camels are all off in the paddock that you took Reginald from, Reggie. The streets are bustling at this point of day, with mostly the members of the caravan as well as a few locals going back and forth resupplying the wagons, and it looks like they are getting ready to leave probably in the next day or so.
Saying that we're getting close to town, I pull out my mask and put it back on.
Where are you headed first as you approach town?
Probably go find Severin, right?
You're gonna...
Yeah.
All right. So last time you saw Severin, he was in the tavern. You would know somebody of his station probably rented a room there. The tents that are set up are probably more for like the, lower class people who were traveling in this caravan. Somebody.
He's not amongst the erections.
Yeah, somebody of his station would probably
Yet.
have sprung for one of the nice rooms inside of the tavern, which again, in a place like this, the nice rooms just mean that, you know, it's a room indoors that probably doesn't have a draft, and it's probably got a bed with some full sheets and stuff in it. All right. So you're heading to the tavern then?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. As you walk into the tavern, you do notice at this point, because you're probably looking at about 10 a.m. roughly, you do notice quite a few of the people from the caravan are strewn around, eating, drinking. You do see a handful of humans of various size and shape and creed of consuming, you know, breakfast goods. Some getting early lunch in while they before they go to finish resupplying the caravan. You see. Sorry, I lost my page that had the people in it. Give me a second.
No.
Oh no.
Lo-
You
loading city
see
map.
Rudy kind of jumping back and forth, filling ales. You see Pella bringing food trays to different tables. This is clearly the busiest time that they have, but they're still like without missing a beat. They've trained. It's almost like they train for this all month long for this 1 week of service. As you walk in, Pella kind of turns to you and kind of smiles. He's like, "Y'all kind of look like shit. Please don't get your dust all over my floor. I just swept it this morning."
Rude.
That's rude.
Can you bring us
Wow.
some waters,
Yeah, absolutely.
please?
Go have a seat. Give me like 5 minutes. I gotta finish running this
A
food
seat
over the.
where? Every seat is filled.
Just sit on the
Go s-
floor.
Go sit at the bar if you need to.
I'm gonna sit in my bucket.
Gal, as she's saying this, Gal is already at that bar.
Oh,
as
gal.
you
Bulky much? Come on.
as you sit down without even asking or anything, Rudy in the middle of filling up these mugs just kind of grabs another one, fills it up, and slides it down to you.
Much
You see-
obliged.
You see a few other people in there that you are familiar with. You see you see Grom, the guy that you got, the orcish man that you got the camel from.
Oh, I
is-
wave enthusiastically. Hi, Grom.
Huh? Hi. He's sitting over at the corner, just stuffing his face with what appears to be like some kind of like stew. Like you just see chunks of like meat and vegetables and shit. So
He works hard. He deserves a good meal.
Dew in the desert. That sounds great.
doesn't it sound fantastic?
Aren't you
Another-
wintering right now? Stew would be your jam.
Yeah.
It's
You
too
see
hot.
in the back, on one of the back corners, there is this older elven wood elf woman. This is Mara Ishala, who is known as like, she's the local druid. She is the reason why there's vegetables and such that they can make stew. She has a small little farmstead that she uses her druidic magic to cultivate any kind of harvest in the desert here. The rest of the the rest of the room seems to be taken up with members of the caravan that you are not familiar with. You do, however, see Severin sitting in the corner. He is currently he's nursing this plate of what appears to be some roasted vegetables and some kind of cut of meat. He's got a mug of a light ale in front of him, and he's currently like flipping through one of his notebooks, kind of not paying attention to anything, just focusing very heavily on this book in front of him.
Gal, with his new drink in hand, is going to walk up behind Severin. You know, just in his typical creepy, slow lurking way. lean directly over his shoulder, right next to his face. Say, "We're back."
Oh, Jesus! Oh, just unsettling.
Him you try to give a heart attack.
I'm
please,
not the doctor. That's
here.
your job.
Just
He's the chosen one.
closes
Are
up
you-
the notebook. He stacks up his books and throws them into. He's got a stack of like 4 or 5 notebooks in there. He throws them into his bag next to him. It's like, here, all of you, have a seat. I'm glad you made it back.
Are
you-
you drinking light beer because you don't think you're manly enough to drink real beer? Because you could drink real beer if you want to.
It's hot out here. I wanted something light and more refreshing. If it was like cold, then maybe I'd drink something a little headier, like a stout. But it was like 1,000 degrees yesterday. I don't. Anyway,
Don't worry, she is very emasculating.
How's the trip? Were you successful? Did you find the temple?
It seems that there is a
Yeah.
lot of people looking for this little device of yours. Do you
Oh.
happen to know anything about that?
Really? No, not really. What do you mean? Did you run into?
We were offered double what you offered us.
Wow, that's impressive. By another collector or what?
Yep.
I'm
What
going
do
to
you
place
guess?
I'm going to place the letter on the table in front of him. Happen
Okay.
to know who this is?
He kind of flips it open and he looks around. He's like, I bet you I know exactly who this is. This is a rival of mine. This is probably somebody from Oberon. Serit. Serit is another historian who likes to keep to himself and also doesn't like getting his hands dirty, so he likes to hire some unsavory people to go
What did
hunt
you
for
say
this.
that name was?
Seret. Seret. Seret Umbral. He's kind of a recluse, but he likes to collect historical artifacts for his own. It's kind of a good thing that you guys got it, or I'm assuming that you got it, or did he get it? Did his people? I'm assuming since you have this letter that they did not get it. Is that
I
correct?
What
suppose
would
it
he do
depends on
with
whether or
it?
not we're your people or his people.
We traded the lens for this letter.
That would be terrible. That would be the worst deal I think anyone could possibly make.
Gal's going to look directly at him with his hollowed out skull eyes. So they were dispatched.
Unsettling. Okay. That's good because if Seret had this item, it would probably just waste away in some box in his little shack somewhere, whereas, I plan on putting it on display at my museum. So it's
However, one of the bandits did manage to escape us.
okay.
If this person is as dangerous as you say he is,
I mean,
then you will likely need protection.
Okay, I don't know whether or not to be afraid of him or afraid of you right now. So Doc, Helena, you two, we traveled together for a little while. What's your take on this creepy guy over here in the mask?
Is he
Like
asking
him.
that in front of the creepy guy in the
he's
mask?
he's kind of like leaning off to the side and like whispering
Doing a
to
little
the two of
sidebar.
them.
Gal's staring directly at him the whole time, not moving.
I like his vibe.
I have thoroughly inquired as to whether or not he's a Grim Reaper. Sadly, he is not.
I mean,
Doc keeps trying to die for some reason. I don't know what this obsession with the Grim Reaper is. You're
I saw
projecting, Doc.
I saw a Grim Reaper, or what I thought was one, and clearly I've been mistaken.
He's just a chill guy.
Is this just the three of
there's a
them
lot
talking?
yeah, there's a lot of things about him. A lot of words I would use to describe him. Chill is probably not one of them.
Deadly isn't one I would use either.
His skin is actually very cold. But I'm not.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know how to take that.
Did any of the people at the table recognize the name or have any familiarity with the name he gave us?
Any of your people? No.
Yeah.
Although this is the first I've heard of this Serret Umbral. You have a rival?
Rival. I mean, he would like to be a rival. He's not nearly as influential as me, but he is more of a find it and keep it himself type of person, whereas I curate items for a museum and put them on display for anyone who wants to visit to come take a look at and see. I kind of try and enlighten the public by displaying objects that I think have some sort of historical significance.
I'd like to do an insight check to determine if I think he's being honest.
Sure.
Not with the 2.
Yeah, very hard. I mean, you have no reason to think that he's not being completely honest. There's nothing he's doing.
You have plenty of
makes-
reasons to think that he's not being completely honest.
There's nothing that he is doing currently that's making you think that he's lying to you.
Oh, speaking of history, apparently I wrote something in my journal that I don't even remember.
Oh,
And then I'm
okay.
going to show Severin the lines where I unintentionally, or without control of my hand, wrote residual psychic resonance, function unclear, no active enchantment. That happened when I touched it.
That's interesting. You don't remember writing these things down. What did you do to spur this? Did you just touch the object and it caused this?
I just touched it. Or at least, I think that's what happened.
So I don't know if you forget or if he's. Are you just trying to bullshit him or do you?
I am both kind of bullshitting and also kind of forgetting myself.
Okay, because you cast insight on it, which is when that happened, or not insight.
Identify. That's what
identify,
happened.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. I cast a spell on this thing. Identify.
I've heard of things like this happening before. There might be some sort of residual, like, I don't know, something that's trying to prevent any kind of magical tampering. Maybe like some sort of a residual. I don't want to use the term booby trap because it doesn't really seem harmful so much as just something that would prevent anyone from tampering it, or maybe putting some kind of enchantment on it. Perhaps? I don't know. I've never seen something like that before. I've just read of things. So.
Curiouser and curiouser.
At that point, I know it's a little early, but my bladder says, let's go ahead and take our break for the night. So give us like 10, before we take our break, Emery, do you want to tell everyone how they can support us and follow us?
Yes. When you aren't, like for those of you who aren't or are, hopefully, supporting us by signing into our Patreon, you can always continue to support us by tuning in now every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, be it standard or not, or standard or savings or whatever, on YouTube, on Twitch, and eventually those other platforms where we will double or maybe triple their viewership. You can also continue to interact with us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Threads, and on Blue Sky. Those of you listening to the audio-only podcast version of our show can also continue to find us wherever podcast episodes are spread out into the universe. And if you have an Amazon Prime account, you are given a free Twitch Prime subscription to give to your Twitch channel of choice. Why not choose those natural ones? And throw some of that billionaire money our way and put it to actual good use. Whichever way you do interact with us, do remember to give us a like, a sub. If you're on YouTube looking at our old episodes, whenever you give a like, you can hype, which should also help us get more visibility and add more people to the party.
And be cool.
And be cool. Do remember to share. Sound off in the comments. Join us in our live chat. Tell your friends. Any and all engagement helps us out a ton.
Thank you for that, Emery. And with that, we will be back in about 10 minutes. Stick with us. God damn it. All right. We are back. Thanks for that, Emery. All right. Before we get started again.
Did that make
something
the stream?
it
I
did.
hope so.
I think it did. I don't know if his comment did, but my reaction absolutely did. All right. So before we get back to it, I did forget to give a shout out to the Dragon's Lair, as always, our partner. I was there this past couple days and noticed that they're still advertising our stream up on their board. So thanks to our good friends over at the Dragon's Lair. If you are in Columbus and you need a gaming space or need gaming accessories, books, dice, cards for Magic or Pokemon or I'm sure Yu-Gi-Oh, is that still a thing? I don't know. I don't know
Sure
CCGs,
is.
but or like
They have
Warhammer
lots
minis
of
or
tabletop games.
yeah, lots and lots of board games and stuff like that too. Check them out. Also, Dragon's Lair Columbus on Facebook, online, all of that stuff as well. Big shout out to them. They are awesome, and we look forward to continuing our partnership with the Dragon's Lair. All right, so moving forward, you were before I so rudely interrupted us. You were discussing with Severin about this other potential S that might be looking for this same lens.
Where are the other party members at this point?
I'm just sitting at the bar with my like a bar towel just soaked in water, just draped over my head. Just
Aptly
God.
watching these three thinking they're having a private conversation in the middle of a huge group.
No, we were all talking to him.
I mean,
thought
yeah,
I was
you
in a
all were
private
talking to him,
conversation.
but he kind of leaned over to you two and asked if
Yeah.
you trusted the creepy dude who's being creepy.
Severin, I did want to say that we found this very nice lady named Insada, and we did offer. We took the liberty of that you would pay her. We told her that you would pay her.
Oh, you're just
Also.
handing out my okay. That
I mean, we
wasn't
can
really
keep
part
the
of
lens.
Deal. Oh, so
Yeah.
you did find it? You found the
Oh.
lens?
Yeah, and we have this very nice lady here who
I mean,
would
This is
love some
him.
coin.
yes,
This is him.
I is him. I think.
Yes.
Oh, she so Masada pulls out the note that she was speaking about before, and she puts up the symbol side of it and says, "Do you recognize this?"
Yes, that's the symbol of the temple that I sent them all to find the lens.
And then she says, "What do you know about it?"
I know that it's supposedly a symbol of some lost civilization that was present in these parts probably before the Sundering, back when this was all like lush fertile land. There was some tribes that were around here. I believe this is some kind of holy relic of theirs, some holy symbol of theirs. Hence
What
the
else?
temple. They built a temple. I don't. That's kind of all I know. I don't have any details about what the symbol means, other than has something to do with some potential deity that they worshipped.
Are you
Okay.
telling me that this place used to be something other than a sandy arsehole?
Yeah, like millennia ago, there was. You don't know the stories of the Embermore? I think that was the name
No,
of
but
it.
my timing has never been so off.
Endermore, sorry. Yeah, there was.
No.
There's a reason why they call this the Sundering Wastes. I mean, if there was some cataclysmic event that happened millennia ago, I'm not entirely sure. This whole area was once a lush and vibrant forest, plains, all kinds of, and then some. Either I don't know if it was some people, there's different stories depending on who you ask. Some people say volcanic eruption. Some people say some sort of weird seismic. Some people say a space meteor rock came and some people say floods. There's lots of different interpretations to the story, but bottom line is this was a vibrant, thriving area before some natural disaster happened, which caused it all to turn into this desert landscape, and probably more than likely exterminated the civilization that was here before that created that temple and that. You said you have the lens. Can I see the lens?
Who has
You're-
it?
Yours.
thought
Do
was
I have
Renee.
it?
I
All
thought
right.
Raya had it.
I had it originally, and then I gave it to the doc, and I can't remember if the doc decided he was going to become untrustworthy for the entire campaign or not.
I produce the lens.
He looks out at it. He's like, may I? And kind of holds his hands out towards you.
Before
Um,
he can get a
careful
hold
with
of
it.
Gal is going to put his hand in between both of them. I believe there's the matter of our pay.
Let me just verify that it is legitimate, and then he reaches over.
Yeah, over the hand. Yeah.
He looks, or he kind of motions over to the bag that has his books and everything. He's like, "Trust me, I have your payment is well in hand. It is. I just need to verify the authenticity of this device, and then I will gladly hand over your payments."
Check the serial number.
Gal's
Nick-
going to put a lanky, bony hand right on his shoulder.
God, that's unsettling.
I'm sure you do so.
Yes, of course. Anyway, hold on, my hands are suddenly a little clammy. All right, rubs his
Oh,
hands
don't
off,
worry about him. He's all talk.
reaches out for the lens. As
I hand it over.
as he takes the lens from you, he kind of brushes it off, and you see that the filigreed bronze outer shell of this kind of convexed on both sides lens. He kind of holds it up, and for the first time, as he's looking around, you see that the filigree around the edges creates smaller versions of a lot of the same shapes that you saw in that symbol, as well as on those 9 plates, or I'm sorry, those 7 plates that you have. He kind of looks
As
it up.
he's doing that, is anyone else, like, because obviously this is out in the open in the middle of a busy tavern, is anyone else paying any special attention?
No, it doesn't. Go ahead and make me a perception check real quick, actually.
But you almost answered without one.
Yeah, well, then I changed my mind. So
Almost got one for free.
he's looking
Ah.
around, natural 20.
Suck it, nerd.
So you look around, and everyone else in this tavern seems to be way too concerned with their own business, either eating or in their own conversations. Nobody really cares. Nobody's paying attention to this guy at all. So he looks around, and you see that he kind of lifts it up and lets the light hit it slightly, holding it up to where it can focus a beam of sunlight onto the table, and you start seeing the table kind of smoke a little bit, like a magnifying glass almost. He's like, this looks legitimate. It's like, to be honest, I was not exactly expecting you all to be successful. Part of me didn't even expect to ever see you all again. I figured you would either perish in the desert, or if for some reason you did find this, that you would abscond with it. And
Gal gets close to his face as he's doing
Yeah.
this, mumbling, "Our pay."
yes, hold on one, please. So I think I said what? Shit, I can't. Was it 100 gold a piece, or was it 1,000 gold a piece? I can't remember.
Yes.
1,000.
Was
I'm
it
pretty
1,000?
sure it was.
I don't know.
I think it was 100, but I think
think it was- yeah,
somebody
I think it was-
negotiated for more.
No, I
Are
think
you
it was
asking as
100.
the DM or are you asking as Severin?
I'm asking as the
Because that's
DM.
going to change your. Oh, then yes, it was
Okay.
100 and then 85 for Duluth and myself because
Yes.
we were getting travel out.
That's right. He's
If
like,
you were
"All right,
asking a
so-"
Severin, it was 1,000.
Yeah.
Very. All right. So, and you know what? I'm sorry. Did you say your name was Msada?
Mm.
You seem like a lovely individual. I have no problem also matching for you as well. So, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. The two of you, and he points to Duluth and Raya. Are you two still looking for passage out of here?
Yes, sir. And then I put my towel back down.
All right, so we are looking to leave here probably tomorrow. If you are still looking to join our convoy, yes, here is your gold, and he reaches down into that bag and pulls out 5 small satchels, each with about 100, or 3 of which have 100 gold coins in them, 2 of which have 85 gold coins in them. He hands each one to each one of you individually, and he goes to Msada. He's like, sorry, I wasn't expecting another one. If you give me maybe 10 minutes, I'll run out to my carriage and I will grab your payment. Just hold on right here for just a few minutes and I'll be right back.
As Gal gets the gold in his hand, he lifts his hat and takes off his bone mask. That's better.
That's
And then starts
much better.
starts enjoying his drink.
Oh, he looks the same, and you know it.
He stands up and he's like,
I'm not even looking. I know it's.
he stands up and he's like, just for collateral, I'll leave my bag here. I'm gonna take the lens with me, but I'll leave my bag here with my journals and everything in it, so that way you know I'm coming back. I will be right back with your gold, ma'am.
Well, I didn't
Leave
think
the
he was not
lens.
coming back until he said that.
No.
Oh,
He turns
he'll be
around and
back.
runs out.
It hadn't entered my mind that he was going to bugger off until he said that.
Right?
I was paid, not my problem.
Thing.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Ryan, you might want to watch the window because we are getting the fuck out of here.
Yes. What am I
Are you-
watching for?
Am I?
Are you watching out the window?
Yes.
All right. So you do see him run over to his carriage.
Run,
saying-
or is he like walking fast?
He's briskly walking towards the carriage.
He didn't
And-
seem like a runner.
No, he's definitely not a runner. He's briskly walking towards the carriage, and you see him open up some of the luggage on the back of the carriage, kind of dig through. You see him pulling out stacks of books and everything before reaching down in and finding a large bag and then a small, like, empty bag. He opens up the large bag, and you can see him, like, moving things from one to that smaller bag before shoving that back in, piling books on top of it, twisting a piece of leather cordage around the small bag before cinching it tight, closing the luggage, taking a large key out, locking it, and then starts walking briskly back towards the tavern.
Can we see from here, like, any particular books?
Are you looking
That-
out where he is or down into his bag?
I'll check his bag. With my eyes, not my hands.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check.
$16.
16. You look down, and most of these books appear to be his personal journals. There's nothing like written on the spines or anything like that. They're small, thin, leather-bound books, which would be about the size for like a personal journal. Not necessarily like these are research texts or anything like that.
Is there anything on the covers to indicate time or any other information?
Not that you can see from outside. If you wanted to pull one out and take a look and take a closer look, you could. That would be up to you.
Can I use Mage Hand so that I'm not actually... This guy... Yeah, I'm going to use Mage Hand to not actually touch it, but open it. Is that possible? Is that what this does?
You can pull the book out with the mage hand and like set it down and flip through a few pages if you would like.
All right.
All right, so you do that. You pull out one of the books, you set it down, kind of flip through the pages while Raya is looking out and watching him. You see the one that you open, you happen to flip through a few pages, and you see a rude sketch of what could potentially be the lens. You see like scrawlings in the margins and everything, very jagged, messy, quick handwriting, things saying like lost optical masterpiece. You see things about potential use for focusing sunlight for carving, or question mark on it, kind of guessing at the nature of this device itself. A lot of like almost unanswered questions towards the lens itself.
Any information about what it, like the functions or what it does or what he's trying to do with it?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check as you're looking through it.
Oh, crap. Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting there.
Uno momento.
Ooh,
Well,
that's a 6. All right.
Nervously reading someone else's diary.
You are flipping through these pages, and you're starting to get into things about the actual lens itself, and seeing these descriptions of it. As
Makes you fall
Raya,
asleep.
yeah, as Raya notes that he is on his way and almost back.
So as he returns, I'm going to saunter over to Rom's table and just say, "Hi, did you get your gold from that guy over there yet?"
Oh, I was like, who?
Camel guy.
He looks, he's like, huh? Yeah, he paid.
Okay, so he said that we were in the market. He's in the market for an extra camel, and he was wondering if we could just if he could outright buy Reginald.
Reggie? No.
Yes. Yep.
No.
Because we got to go with this caravan, so we're going to need more water, is all.
Camel's not water. Camel.
Yes.
You want water?
Camel
Buy
carries
from
water.
But
Would you
water
like to
from
liquefy your camel, please? We need a camel and a blender.
not Reggie.
you should go talk to
Reggie,
that
stay
guy
here.
about that camel.
Camel Rita.
Reggie, stay here.
Go
Reggie,
talk
Reggie,
to a
Reggie
giant
can't
camel.
come with us?
No, Reggie, me. Reggie, stay with me.
You have another camel we could buy? He could buy?
Make
I'll let you know that we became emotionally attached to Reggie just because he's an awesome camel. And like we feel like he's a friend now, so we're really hoping for Reggie. But if you have another one, I'm sure they're just as awesome.
Make a persuasion.
Not as awesome as
check.
Reggie, but close.
Make a persuasion check. it's at this point where Severin is starting to walk back in. Are you putting the book
17?
away, or are you keeping the book?
I'm going to keep the book.
You're keeping the book out, even though he's entering? Okay.
No, I'm going to take it.
Oh, you're taking the book. Okay. Fair enough. With a 17, he goes, but I need camel. Camel make me money for drink and food. You pay drink and
Well, you
food?
can make a lot of money right now with the camel, and then you can use that money to buy a new camel.
From where? You sell me camel?
Yes, we'll come back in a year and sell you the same camel back.
What about between now and year?
We'll just charge that guy whatever you would make in a year for the camel. Think of it like a really long rental.
You're confusing me.
Yes, I know.
Me
I get
too.
that a lot.
I'm
Have I
I
not,
think
told you
it's
how
a
nice
great
your shoes
plan.
are? You have great shoes.
I'm not selling Reggie. Reggie's
Come
my
on.
friend.
Reggie's my friend too. And we're friends.
All right,
Friends
so
friends
at this
camels.
point, Severin is walking back in, and he comes over and has a seat and hands. He's like, here's your portion as well," and hands you a bag with 100 gold in it from Sada.
Thank
In
you.
the interim, before he got back in, Gal's gonna kind of lean over to Duluth and, so where are you heading?
Out of this godforsaken wasteland.
Any particular place?
I hadn't gotten that far.
Well,
I just need to be not dry.
as you may know, I don't have a whole lot of friends, and despite you poisoning the water supply with your baths in the middle of the night,
Look, nobody
and
could have
singing-
foreseen that.
singing strange songs to reptiles. No offense, Doc. I'm gonna miss
Singing to
having
what?
having you around.
Well, you are welcome to tag along. It's really the only way out of the desert. I don't know if he's
I
going to
think
charge you like he charged us.
isolation is probably a good thing for me.
Well,
I'm not a people person.
you can be a temple of one amongst others. You know,
I have
Just-
no
you
idea
can-
what
you
you're
can-
trying to say right now.
there's no one lonelier than the people in the city.
One is the loneliest number.
Elaborate.
People seem to find solitude amongst the multitude everywhere. You don't necessarily have to be alone to be alone. I mean, you're pretty good in a scuffle, so I'd like to have you around. Somebody else to get these other fools up off the ground again.
I'll give it some thought.
All right.
This is the best romantic comedy I've ever seen. Will they stay together in the end?
You done with your homework?
Who are you talking to?
Msada.
Sada,
Homework.
a book.
So I'm saying you flipped through the book.
Oh, I'm stealing it.
I
Wait,
noticed.
where is Severin close by?
Yeah, at
He's-
this
I
point,
thought he was
Severin.
approaching.
Yeah, Severin is coming and sitting, and he handed you the bag of money.
Yeah, it's in. Yeah, I stopped reading, but I do have the journal.
Like in your
Yeah.
hands, or did you tuck it away?
Tucked it away.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, thank you for the part that you played as well. This lens is going to be a fine addition to my collection, for my museum.
Severin, is it?
It is, yes.
What does this lens do?
I believe from the research that I've found, I believe it was used in some sort of like ancient, possibly rituals. It could have potentially been used for carving. I think it focused sunlight towards potentially carving into stone or wood. I don't know. That seems kind of crazy, but I guess if the sandstone was light enough or limestone was soft enough, you could potentially burn into it with, or at least I guess it wouldn't necessarily.
So
be
you don't
carving,
know
so
what it does then.
I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm still kind of putting those pieces together. It
You know,
seemed
it may
like
have been used to carve things, but I believe its primary purpose was to burn ants.
I think that it's more for looking through. Um,
Noting down potential light-based weapon.
no,
That's
I
a-
think I think it was mostly used in potentially like religious symbolism. Like
How did you hear about this?
I came across, I read a little bit of it in a book back in, what the hell's the name of that town? Back in Auburn, I was looking through a library and I found a book that mentioned something about an ancient civilization out here and, this potential relic. So I wanted to see if it was real and then see what I could find about it after procuring the item.
So you say you're quite the scholar.
Indeed,
Is that so?
Yeah, I have a whole museum and antiquities shop out in hold on one second, DM loading, out in Woldenberg. I have like antiquities museum out there. I have quite a few objects from around the world, different civilizations, different cultures.
Maybe there's something that can pique your curiosity. I'm gonna pull to reveal a single rune on my chest. Do you have any insight into what this could be?
Go ahead and make an insight check for me real quick.
$15.
With a 15, you see his eyes kind of narrow slightly as he's looking more intently at the runes, the markings. He kind of like squints slightly to get a better look at it. He's like, unfortunately, I don't quite know what to make of those. Are those, were those tattoos, did those tattoos mean something to you? Was there a reason you got them placed on you?
I'll keep that to myself for now.
Well, then I don't know what to answer for you.
Inside check Gal.
Sure.
I'm trying to read whether or not he knows how those tattoos got there.
Hey, we got another person saying that they love the show because the men on cam is every stage of beard growth. That's at this point,
Once
think
again.
that's got to be a bot because it's the exact same message like once a month. So,
We got a beard.
Polar
You're a
Night-
ladies' night.
Polar
a
Night
ladies'
is
night
fuller
where there's no
again.
beards.
Maybe he
Polar
just
Knights,
keeps
let us know
beard.
if you're a bot or not, because if you're not, then a lot of people are appreciating our beard growth stage chart here.
Like
Is-
Ellie
We're
and
all
I
just gonna
also need to
shave.
grow a beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, we're the first stage.
yeah.
Which is
Uh,
no beard.
Duluth had a 19 on his wisdom check. or his insight check. Gal, would you like to roll either deception or persuasion?
I'm not really trying to hide anything from him at
Okay.
this point. I'll say it's
So
good
does
enough.
does it seem like he doesn't know where they came from, or he's just hiding where they came from?
It seems like he knows that there's something concerning about its origin, but he's not willing to share it.
Okay. So he's concerned about them. Okay.
Yes.
That doesn't really tell me if he was aware when they were put there, you know. But but I can tell he's okay.
You
Got
could
it.
always ask him.
I'm exhausted right now. I'm not real talky.
So now that we
Severin,
You
where
keep opening up your shirt. What's the deal?
He's a Chippendale.
Severin, who can tell us about these runes since you don't know?
Might have some more information back in Woldenberg. Either I might be able to find some more research material in one of the libraries there, perhaps at one of the colleges. Otherwise, I can dig into my archives. There might be some information there as well.
Would you be able to find something on that symbol as well?
I mean, there's always a possibility. Theoretically, the colleges in Woldenberg have some of the most extensive archives on the planet. So theoretically, I should be able to find something there.
I say we go there.
Is Woldenberg your next destination?
That's my home, so it will be my destination. I mean, it's a little bit. Our next destination is Obark, because that's the next town out of the desert. But then from Obark, it's about 450 mile journey by carriage to Woldenberg. Which, everyone go ahead and make me a history check. Yeesh.
Really, really good, but I have exhaustion.
All right, so everyone except for Gal and Doc, shockingly enough, would know Woldenberg is actually the capital city of the Hosfeldian Empire, which is the main country that you all are in. The Hosfeldian Empire being one of the largest countries in the continent that you're in. The Malsearen Trail goes east to Orbach, and then there is a main road called the Rustic Spike route that travels, kind of meanders in a south by south, or it goes kind of east, turns south, then goes straight east along a river that I'm not even going to try and pronounce at this point, towards Woldensburg.
Well, as I stated, that bandit got away. And if this rival of yours is willing to hire bandits to kill people for this artifact, surely he's willing to kill you. I'm willing to offer my services to protect you along the trail. If you aid me in deciphering the origin of these runes.
I mean, I appreciate that. The caravan has quite a few guards, but I guess we can never be too careful. So
Keep that on lockdown, Severus.
I'm sorry?
We need to keep that caravan on lockdown. All hands on deck.
Sure.
Oh, he called you Severus. That might have been the confusion.
Severin. Severin.
I thought I said Severin. Did I say Severus again?
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Whoops.
Always.
That was an unintentional one.
If you all are seriously considering heading out of the desert, then yeah, I'm sure we can come to some kind of an arrangement, some kind of protective detail / information gathering expedition, I guess. Is that, if I'm reading this correctly? So I get that the frogman just wants to get out of the heat. That seems pretty, I mean, self-preservation is a strong motivator. The creepy skeleton man probably needs to eat something, and also the tattoos, I think, was your motivation as well. And Sada is looking for more information about these symbols. What about the rest of you? Are you all still on board as well, or did you have other plans now that our business is completed?
I'm sure one good job deserves another. It'd be a very generous offer on your part to continue to ferry us back to Waldenburg. And anything to get out of this one camel town.
There may be more camels. It should be a no camel town. We should be taking the camel with us.
We don't need. We have plenty of camels and wagons in the caravan. We don't need to take this man's livelihood and take more camels from him.
That man's livelihood murdered a man.
I mean, good for
Would
it.
you like
In
to-
it awesomely.
Perhaps you could trade if you really want Reggie.
So
Offer him a trade.
all 6 of you then.
Hmm.
Plus Reggie. You've got a camel, right? We can trade, right?
I don't have. I have a wagon that's pulled by horses. I don't.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I think your relationship with this camel is a little unhealthy, and maybe you should.
You weren't there, Severin.
Right, it's okay. We can come back and visit.
There'll be plenty of time to come back to this town if you really want to have Reginald in your life.
So, I think we can come up with an arrangement. I'm not going to be able to pay you quite as handsomely for continued employment as I did for this one job. I mean, overall, it'll be more because it will be consistent, but it's not quite to the extent of 100 gold pieces per person per job. Otherwise, I don't think we'd make it out of the desert before I was broke. But I can definitely pay for your passage. I can go ahead, and the 2 of you who I originally said that the 15 gold would cover your passage, I'll go ahead and cover that for you. So I will refund you your 15 gold apiece. So each one of you will be back up to 100 to match the rest of your fellows. And I will go ahead and pay the 120 gold for, that's not the right math, but something like that, for each of you to gain passage for the rest of the trip out of the desert. Once we get to Oberyn, then we can discuss furthering our relationship past that, but let's at least make it out of the desert first to see whether or not this relationship will be fruitful.
Hey, Doc. Rova's got some medical advice for you in the comments.
Mm-mm.
He's seeking your medical expertise.
Medical expertise. Mm-hmm. Oh, The doctor is in.
Not that kind of doctor.
Okay. I looked at Rova's question, and the doctor's out. The doctor's right out. The doctor will be taking no questions involving jugs
Oh
full
my
of
God.
nut milk.
Also, Rova, Cassandra does not need another dressing to obsess over this campaign.
I mean, okay, so to be fair though, Thousand Island does feel more like a desert salad dressing.
I do like a good root.
Ranch is kind of coastal.
So, do we have an
Ranch is
accord? Then?
coastal?
Are we? No,
I'd
ranch
say
is
Caesar's
midwestern.
coastal.
Hey, Rova,
like
thanks
it's-
for the super chat.
It's like
Happy
it's
New Year
hidden
to
in
you
a
as well.
valley or something.
All right,
Oh, whose valley?
this has taken a turn. So is this what we plan to do then? Are we all making our way out?
Hmm.
Agreed.
That's-
Yes.
How far past Auburn is Waldenburg?
I really wish you paid attention when I talked.
Did you answer that?
Yes, I
It's
did.
like 400. It's like
Yeah,
450
400
miles.
to 450 miles. I even went over the
Oh, shit.
route that it takes that you have to take.
Oh, that's when I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I went cross-eyed. Like east, south, east, east. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to point to where they are on Dr. Parmbert's ever-growing world map. And it's like, see, where we're starting is right here. And once we follow the path up and over to E, and
I'm
just-
putting a snippet of the map in there. So you go from
Yes.
Malseare to Orbach. You take that red dotted line from Orbach down to Waldenburg, which Waldenburg is the capital of the Hosfeldian Empire, which you are currently in.
Hey, Doc, how come on this map next to Waldenburg it says burgeoning methamphetamine market?
You weren't supposed to see that. Don't tell anybody. It's just hard.
He's got to stay alert somehow.
I feel like I might have your copy of this map.
I didn't switch them around. Switch them around. That one's mine.
What
You're
does
all
it
right.
mean? What does generic Viagra mean?
I haven't got the patent for that one yet.
Is that
I am-
little blue herb?
Hey, Rova, it's not
Uh,
just the second campaign. He didn't pay attention in the first campaign either.
You see, when you
He's
mix
saying this is the
several
second
herbs
one that I
together-
did it. I didn't.
Oh, got it. I thought
There's
it was
also been 1.5 and several one shots
That's true.
that I didn't pay attention to.
Erections and getting sprung aside, and I think we've all come to an accord. We're all getting out together.
Right, well,
I would
getting that
like to
together,
definitely
right?
check out some of these notes on this map.
You see over here, there's this legend about this strange pale wizard who was, according to the record, some drug addict who was just spreading his drugs around, which is kind of where I get a lot of my research.
Was his
That's neither
name-
here nor there.
Was
What
his
does,
name
uh,
Link?
What does XBH mean? Scribble next to his name.
XBH.
What does that stand for?
I think that X was instead of an E, we use X for when we say experimental, and BH. I'll tell you when you're older. I'll tell you when you're older. You're not ready for that one.
Experiment.
Pale wizard. Pale wizard. Hmm. Sounds
Anyways,
familiar.
We would
it's
all have heard about the Pale Wizard by now.
I mean,
I did
yeah,
mention it in a previous episode.
yeah, and the thing about being a team that literally saves the world, everybody's heard rumors of you, if not the multiverse. All right, well, the caravan plans to leave early tomorrow, right around dawn, so that way we can get as much travel in before the heat of the day. So meet us in the main thoroughfare tomorrow, a little bit before dawn, and we will make our way
Question.
towards Orbach. Yes, yes, Mr. Frogman.
Were any of those wagons covered?
Yeah, they.
There was one.
Him, Helena, and the dog in like a full-on carriage. So
Oh, right. They were very steamy. That sounds wonderful.
It's the
yeah, like
sauna.
there's quite a few carriages as well as just regular wagons and like old school, like covered wagons and stuff. So
Hot and moist is a-okay with me. It's the dry.
I made you a mesh travel suit.
I thought that
Very
was for
airy.
clubbing.
It's for traveling.
Mesh the land, not the material.
Not the material. It's breathable.
Okay,
So
we are.
he
talking
puts
the
it on, and
material.
all of a sudden he hears.
I think I need some boots and pants with this shirt. Something's
Strap
telling
the
me.
boots.
Boots and pants. Boots and pants.
The mesh gets
I have
caught on
boots
his
and
nipple
pants.
ring, and
Careful with
Quick,
Peter.
somebody yank this shirt. Please, just pull it.
oh god! If you would like to know when
Petition
this,
to get tonight's episode stricken from the record.
Hey,
if you would
what's
like to
the
know
address
when this
for
went off the rail,
lewd fan art now?
No,
'Cause
Emery
we
at
definitely-
we got to make a new
HCBvids.com.
one. We need to make a proper company one. So
Yeah.
I'll work on that. We'll follow up next week.
I want the mesh shirt, boots and pants fan art.
Oh my god! If you
This
make
frog
us,
can party.
if you make us fan art, we will absolutely blur it and put it on the screen.
I'll put it on a shirt,
There you go.
much like this one.
All right, so
what time of day or night is it right now? We
you guys
traveled
are-
through the night.
you guys arrived at about 10 a.m. So after discussing, I mean, you guys have basically just been discussing with him, so it's probably still like 10:30.
All right. Well, since we've all come to agreement, I'm going to go take my noon nap.
Make sure you're not watching anyone.
See you
Not
at
watching
dawn.
why?
Go to sleep.
Gal goes
I'm
over to the
asleep
bar.
now.
Gal goes over to the bar, flips the barkeep a coin, and asks for a room for the night.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we got
I guess day
Almost
and night.
almost sold out, but we got one or two left over here. He tosses you a key. Third door to the left. Go upstairs. Third door to the left. You should be familiar with where it's at.
Much obliged. And Gal's gonna go to that room and, assuming there's nothing unusual, just kind of meditate. Try to
I'm
remember
gonna-
what he saw in the dream.
I'm gonna head up to my room, clean my stuff out, and I got a little bit of work to do before I leave.
All right. What kind of work are you looking to do?
I believe Gal ordered something from me, and that's how we know each other. I need to finish that up.
All right. So you go up, you're making your documents as it were. Go ahead and make me a check with your kit, your forgery kit.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what's got the same number. It's not performance because I got expertise in that. So
There should on there you should just be able to click on your kit. If you go to your character sheet down at the bottom, tools, forgery kit.
there it is. Yeah, inventory. Okay.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm exhausted. I may
You
need to
are
do this again another
Exhausted.
day.
This is the worst document that you've ever created. You just kind of stopped
Why did I
doing
pick
it.
up a crayon?
You
That's
just kind of
oh my gosh, that's a crayon.
yeah. You kind of stopped halfway through it.
Yeah.
He forgot to brush off the sand first, and now it's just all over the document, soaked in ink and crayon mark.
It's like Hosfeld is like spelled wrong.
Whose field?
Oh goodness.
Whose field?
All right. I'm just gonna chuck that in the fire. Why do I have a fire in here? I'm fucking dry. No.
All right. Anything else? What else are the rest of you doing?
I just pack up.
Yeah, just waiting for tomorrow.
I'm gonna pack and I'm gonna work on Duluth's latest costume.
I'm gonna read through his journal.
Fantastic. So, Msada, as you are looking through this journal, you flip through the pages, and not a lot more can be gleaned from the pages or the writings itself. It seems like scribbled notes about what this lens could possibly have been used for. A couple quick notes about that he kind of talked about before, the sundering that happened, an ancient civilization that's been wiped from the face of the planet, and all of this. Very similar to what he said. Not a lot more detail. However, did you get a room, or are you just sitting in the bar itself?
I think right now
I
I'm
would've-
probably. Oh, go ahead.
I would have offered her if she wanted to bunk up in my room.
Yeah, I probably would have had to take her up on that.
Okay.
But I'm sitting at the bar reading the journal.
Okay. So, as you're sitting at the bar reading, I'm assuming you would have ordered a drink of some sort. Wow.
Yes.
So as you, anything specific? Just an ale, water?
Yeah, an ale.
So you're sitting there with your mug. You're sitting there flipping through the pages, kind of nursing this ale. Suddenly, the lines on the page seem to kind of start to blur, the text almost fading from existence before you realize that your eyesight, your vision is darkening. The whole world kind of fades away from around you. Before you feel it, the shimmer stirring, not violently, not suddenly, but an exhale. For a heartbeat, the desert lights, the tavern lights, dull, not dark, just muted, as though the world has been draped in gauze. Sound stretches thin, footsteps feel far away, even if they're right next to you. You feel cold, not on your skin, but inside your chest feels cold. You find yourself standing in a narrow space. Not a room, not a tunnel, but like a gap. Around you are countless threads. No. Impressions of threads, faint, translucent lines drifting in slow tidal motion. They pass through you without resistance, brushing against your thoughts the way cobwebs brush your skin, light, almost ignorable, but deeply unpleasant. Each thread carries a feeling, grief, longing, fear, hope, stretched thin enough to hurt. You know without knowing how these threads are memories. Not yours. Some slide past untouched, others catch. One brushes your shoulder and suddenly you're a child again, standing amid rubble and fire. Purple light coils around your arms, uncontrollable, desperate. You hear screams, then realize it's hers, it's yours. Another thread catches your wrist. You are older, alone, kneeling beside someone who trusted you. They're not dead yet. You are already deciding to leave. You try and pull your hand back. The threads tighten, not restraining, just acknowledging your presence. Then, a presence. Not in front, not behind, all around. It does not speak, it recognizes. And for the briefest moment, you feel something you haven't felt since before the explosion, before the exile. Seen, not judged, not feared, cataloged. A sensation pressing gently at the corner of your chest, right where the shimmer sleeps, like fingers testing a pulse. There you are. The threads shudder. Far away, too far to understand, something slips like a knot coming undone. The presence withdraws instantly as if it never meant to stay. The thread drifts apart, sound snaps back, heat returns, the shimmer settles, quiet once more. You're left with a faint ache beneath your sternum. The sense of someone checking on you. And an uncomfortable certainty that whatever it was did not find you unfamiliar. Not dangerous, not yet, just necessary.
Is there any evidence that anyone around her notices or is looking at her strangely?
Make a perception check. With a 9, you can't be 100% sure. However, this appeared to happen in an instant. A blink of the eye.
Umsada is probably sweating somewhat profusely, given what she saw. Runs outside to get some air. Looks around to make sure that folks are reacting normally. Looks at her staff, and at the top of it is the orb or stone glowing or anything like that, or does it look normal?
For a split second, you think you see a slight purple glow, but you're not sure if it's just the reflection of the sun beating into the orb itself, or if it is truly glowing.
Okay, so she says something like under her breath, "No, not now." And she runs, or she walks, trying to seem normal inside, but walking a little bit too fast to be normal. and she goes up to the room where Raya is. Raya, you're in the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She goes into the room, obviously a bit upset, paces a little bit, sits down.
What's wrong?
Guesses whether or not she should divulge it, and then tells Raya.
You ate some stew? Did you have stew? Are you just too hot? Can I help?
She says something to the effect of, "Shut up, I need to tell you something."
First of all, that's rude, but okay.
She hands over the letter and says, "Read this."
Is that this?
Wait, do
Okay,
they have
I
the
read
letter?
it.
We've read the letter, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we
You
have.
read the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say, you
So
shared this
basically,
with me.
yes. She basically tells everything that just happened in this vision, including the feelings that she had, and says, "This is why." Actually, yeah, let's do this. Msada shares. Oh man, hold on. We'll do the short of it. She shares the basics of her story. She says, when I was a young girl. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me do this right. Yeah. So I think we talked about part of her story. We talked about the first part, and everything was exploded. And then she says to Raya, "That's not the whole truth." She says, when my hut, my home exploded, I was the only one surviving. Or I was the only survivor. I was left
That's so sad.
I was left with this thing, this power inside of me. My entire village ostracized me. People died that night, and they thought it was my fault. I was pushed out of my village, but the only reason I survived was a friend who brought me food and water until I was well enough to leave. I think she sent me this letter. And so she relates how the things that happen go along with the clues inside of it. And she says, that's why I need to find whatever information I can about this symbol. And whatever was in that journal, or whatever it was around this place, made me have that vision. I think I'm getting close to the truth. Don't tell anybody this.
I won't. I promise I won't. But in my head, I'm thinking, wow, this chick is a lightweight. This is all after what, one ale?
I'm not really laughing because I would not have known that. Okay, and then was there any okay, so Msada flips open the journal again, examines it. Is there anything in the journal that could have caused this? And so she's looking over it to see if there's anything abnormal, anything that she muttered under her breath that could have activated something, or if it was just all internal.
Looking over again, you don't see anything that could potentially have triggered this. You just see more mentions of the lens itself and questions about what it could be, questions about the civilization that could have created it, but nothing that seems to be the cause of this hallucination.
We could ask Doc if he wants to identify if this is magic, and maybe that's what caused you to have a vision. But then we'd have to admit to Doc that you stole the journal, and I'm not really sure where Doc's morals stand.
Okay, she says, Msada says, no.
Okay.
Let's see what we can find at the university. But internally, she's thinking, she realizes she was the cause of of the experience she just had, and she hasn't had one of these in quite some time, and so her something sinks within her, and so she sits down on her. Is there a second bed in here? I'm
Yes.
assuming. She sinks down on her bed and lays down and says, I need moments.
I mean, they're bunk beds, and I was gonna take the bottom bunk, but you can have it. It's fine.
Masada gets up, sighs, throws her staff on the top bunk, and slowly climbs to the top and says, "There, is that better?"
I mean, it was fine. Do you want me to read the same page that you read to see if I also am a lightweight with ale?
She says, "Do whatever you want." Flips over, and acts like she's going to sleep, but actually she's wide awake.
I guess out of curiosity, I would also read the page since she said it was okay.
Yeah.
You read the page. Again, just questions, scrawling, terrible handwriting. A crude
I'm not
drawing.
judging the handwriting.
A crude drawing of the lens itself. Questions about.
I thought you
what it
said
was used
raccoon
for.
drawing.
Raccoon, yeah, no. Questions about what it could be, the civilization that created it, but no effects. Nothing takes you like it did.
I'm not going to mention anything to Masada. I'm just going to let her rest. And then I figure when she's up and less emotionally unstable, I can tell her that nothing happened to me.
I just read that as like when she's not buzzed anymore.
But she's had a chance to sober up, maybe got a meal in her, went to Waffle House, you know. Huge.
This world has Waffle House?
Every world has Waffle House.
Yeah. And it's always open.
It's spelled Haus though.
That's region appropriate.
It might be ye old too.
Ye old
Ye
Waffle
old
House.
Ye old Waffle House. Doc, what were you doing? You were going back for a nap, right?
In the mesh, it's definitely IHOP.
Denny's.
I said that's what I was doing. I'm definitely just going to like either a private corner or something where I'm just continuing to add more to the world map, noting under Malseare, one camel town.
Officially 0 Camel Town.
And then putting on the map is like, this is where the temple was.
It's at that point
Mm-hmm.
where you are marking the temple. Your memory fades slightly. You remember back...
Oh, it's Tuesday.
As you are marking it, suddenly you're not sitting in the tavern anymore. You're standing. You're not standing. You're looking down. Below you stretches a vast stone chamber. Not ruined, not buried, but unfinished. A vision seems to repeat itself from before, its walls smooth and pale, etched with shallow grooves that twist and intersect like threads half pulled from fabric. Some lines glow faintly, others are dark, as if burned out long ago. This vision is slightly different this time. At the center of this chamber stands a loom. Not wood, not metal, something in between. Bone pale struts, filigreed arms tensioned with strands so light, so thin, they almost vanish when you try to focus on them. The strands vibrate, though no hand touches them. Around the loom are figures. They are robed, hooded, unmoving. You cannot see faces. Their silhouettes flicker, as though they are being remembered rather than witnessed. One of them turns, not fully, but just enough. And for an instant, you feel pressure behind your eyes, as if something is trying to align your thoughts gently, patiently. A voice speaks, not aloud, not in words. Instead, a concept is pressed into your mind. This was never meant to be hidden. The loom shudders. Several of its strands snap at once, not breaking but slipping loose, recoiling into the air like living things. Where they retract, the chamber fractures, stone splits into branching patterns that resemble cracked glass or veins. The figures do not react. They expected this. Suddenly, the lens in your memory, not in your hand, an idea, turns, refracts the scene. The chamber folds in on itself, collapsing into overlapping reflections. And in one reflection, very small, almost lost, a man at a desk furiously writing. Ink smears his fingers. His notes are scattered, frantic. He looks older than you expected, more afraid. He looks up, and just for a heartbeat, he's looking directly at you. The pressure behind your eyes spike. The desert slams back into place. Sound rushes in. Heat returns. The wind resumes as if nothing happened.
Did he look like Severin?
After all of that, I'm going to find a free piece of scroll paper and just start furiously scrawling an apparatus to affix to my head, a bit on the larger side, with notes on the lens, is like to use or not to use, or maybe just the idea of, and then it's just scrawling is like, if you just connect all of these things, and it's like I title it the memory focuser. No. Or maybe. And I'm just like furiously trying to get to the bottom of what I just saw, envisioned, remembered. Who knows? But it's a mystery. And I'm going to solve it.
Gal at the bar, still.
Gal's in his room.
Duluth, what are you doing?
I'm thinking about something Gal said to me about me polluting the city water. I'm just wondering if that's affecting anybody, if they're having like weird visions or something.
Somebody drinking your bathwater.
So what
could sell
exactly are
that.
you, while you're having this thought, what are you doing?
Well, I already tried to forge his papers and
Sure.
screwed up and decided not to. So I just packed the rest of my stuff, getting ready to leave.
Pack the
This
rest of your stuff.
godforsaken waste.
Are you, after you finish packing, are you staying in your room? Are you headed out for the night? Are you bathing? What are you doing?
Well, I'm still exhausted, so I'd be probably soaking for the road. as long as I can.
So
Did they say what time we were leaving?
right
next
before
morning?
dawn? Yep. To meet right before
The
dawn.
next morning, right?
Yes. So you're
Okay.
laying in your tub for the night. Exhaustion creeping in as you sit there kind of half in, half out of consciousness. I don't know why I'm saying this in a Duluth voice, but
I got a little bonnet on my head.
as your eyes
You got
flicker,
the Princess Leia towels.
as you're laying there, you don't really notice yourself falling asleep due to your exhaustion. One moment you're sitting in the bathtub, the next you're standing ankle deep in water, warm, still, opaque with mud. It smells like home. The swamp stretches in every direction, endless reeds, low fog, the hum of insects you haven't heard in years. Above you, the sky is wrong. It's not night, it's not day, but a dull parchment color, as though someone scraped the blue away. In the distance, you hear applause, polite, measured. You turn and see a stage rising out of the swamp, wooden planks held together with rope and hope. Lanterns hang from crooked poles upon it stands a grung, tall and confident, coat cut in a style you recognize from the shadows. Your great-grandfather bows, well, then thin, then becomes something else, whispering. Stage begins to sink. The lanterns dim one by one, and the swamp water rises around the planks, swallowing the applause until only murmurs remain. You step forward instinctively. The water ripples. Reflection on its surface, you see cities. Stone towers, spires, markets filled with color and sound. Wealth so dense it feels loud. The reflection warps as the water trembles, and the city bends, folding inward like sketches erased and redrawn too many times. Your reflection overlays them, small, bright, and out of place. The swamp pulls at your legs. You try to sing just one note, just enough to steady yourself, but your voice echoes back wrong. Not off key, but overlapped. You know your note splits into many, harmonizing with itself, then tangling, fraying, like thread pulled too fast through fabric. The whisper returns closer now, not words, not voices, but opinions, disappointment, expectation, correction. You feel something brush against your back, a hand, a thread? You're too tired to tell. The water drains suddenly, vanishing all at once. You fall and land on dry stone. You are in a long corridor, wall etched with shallow carvings, performances, protests, treaties, betrayals. Every figure in mid-motion, unfinished, none having faces. At the far end, a door stands open. Inside is nothing. Just a single lens resting on a cushion. You don't want it, you don't reach for it, but the carvings along the wall suddenly shift, their unfinished hands angling, suggesting, inviting, expecting. A thought drifts through your mind, unbidden and unbearably gentle. You wanted to change the song. The corridor stretches, the carvings blur. You wake up with a dry throat, stiff joints, and the lingering sense that whatever this was didn't care whether you were right or wrong, only whether you'd keep performing.
Question, did the When I was in the stone hallway, did the murals resemble the ones in the temple?
Make me a perception check, please.
Three.
Hard to tell. You weren't really that focused on it.
Well, I will continue in my unease.
Continue resting for the night or day mostly.
Well, I'll probably go down at some point in the night and play some songs because I am obligated to do that
Fair enough.
for my room. So I would. I mean, I'm exhausted, but I'm definitely willing because it's an escape, a way to shut the world out. Ironically, when I'm up there with everybody watching me.
Fantastic.
Assuming nothing unusual happens while Gal's in his room, Gal's gonna head down when he hears the music and kind of sit by himself off in a corner, silently enjoying it.
All right. Helena, what are you doing?
She's in her room, just kind of trying to prepare for the day, but mostly because she just needs to be alone. She's kind of thinking about how she's gotten herself into another group of people and how that really worries her.
What are you doing physically?
She's just kind of, honestly, just kind of busy at doing kind of busy work, like trying to straighten up bed sheets, trying to make sure she's left nothing behind.
And as you are doing that, we're just going all out tonight. As you are straightening the bed sheets, you look down and the world seems to narrow. It doesn't fade so much as it focuses. Sounds become distant. The sound of Duluth playing in the seems to go farther and farther away, as if carried through thick walls. The heat of the desert dulls into something neutral, almost comfortable. You're standing in a familiar forest, not as it was, but as it wanted to be remembered. The trees are too straight, the light too clean. Every leaf catches the sun perfectly, unmoving in the air. There is no wind. Ahead of you is a clearing. You already know what's there. Minerva stands in its center, unwounded, unafraid. She's dressed in white, ceremonial, formal, flawless. She smiles when she sees you, the way she always did when she knew she'd done something right. You're late, she says, not accusing, just stating a fact. As you try to speak, no sound comes out. She tilts her head, studying you. There's curiosity there and something else. Expectation? Behind her, the forest shifts. The trees rearrange themselves into rows, into benches, into a chamber that is not a forest at all, but a hall of judgment. Eladrin figures sit in silence, faceless, robed, ageless. And at the center sits your mother. Fern does not look at you. She looks at Minerva. She was always more careful, she says calmly. You rushed. Minerva's smile falters just slightly. It's not true, Minerva says, glancing back at you for the first time. There's no accusation in her eyes, only confusion. I wasn't where I should have been. Your mother raises a hand. Silence falls instantly. Intent does not matter, Fern says. Outcome does. The hall leans inward. The benches tighten. The air thickens, heavy with certainty. Minerva steps closer to you now. She lowers her voice. I forgave you, she says. That hurts more than any accusation ever could. The Raven Queen's presence brushes the edge of the vision, not appearing, not intervening, simply observing, waiting to see which truth you choose to hold. Minerva reaches out. Her hand passes through your chest. You feel something unravel, not pain, not relief, just release. The hull fractures, the force collapse. Your mother's voice echoes once more, distant, brittle. She'll only do it again. Darkness rushes in, then you're back in your room. The heat returns, sounds resume, and your hands are steady.
She tries to collect herself, but ultimately decides that she can't do it alone and goes down to where Duluth is singing.
Raya, you mentioned working on an outfit for Duluth, correct?
Yeah.
After your conversation with Masada, and Masada lies to potentially sleep, potentially just meditate on her own vision, your hands go back to work on this outfit. Your hands know what to do before you do. Years of study, years of training, and as you continue to sew and cut and measure and pin, the world softens, not blurs, just loses its sharp edges. The sound pulls back, like the room settling after a door closes. You're sitting at a work table, but it's not Oren's shop. It's not anywhere you recognize. The table is long and pale, worn smooth by centuries of careful use. Before you lies a length of fabric, not cloth exactly, but something that behaves like it. It shimmers faintly, catching light that doesn't seem to come from any single direction. Your fingers itch. You pick up a needle. It fits your hand perfectly. The thread is already threaded. You don't remember doing it. You make a stitch. The moment the needle presses through, you feel a gentle resistance, like sewing through something with memory. The fabric hums softly, not audibly, but in your chest. With each stitch, something settles. A crooked seam straightens, a loose edge draws taut, a tear closes. Not a race, just finished. You glance up. Across the table sits Oren. He looks younger than the last time you saw him, less tired. He watches your hands, not your face. Patience, he says, as he always did. Not as instruction, as acknowledgement. You want to ask him where he's been. You want to tell him you did your best, but your hands keep moving. As the fabric grows, shapes appear within it, patterns emerging naturally, as if the cloth itself knows what it wants to become. Some designs are elegant, others are strange. A few make your head ache if you look at them too long. You realize dimly that some of the stitches are not yours. They're older, cruder in place, overly precise in others. You don't remove them, you work around them. The fabric pulls slightly towards you, like it wants your attention more than the rest of the table. The needle hesitates in your fingers just for a moment. A thought surfaces not in words, but in certainty. You could make this better. Not louder, not stronger, cleaner. In the far corners of the room, barely visible, the fabric frays. Threads drift loose, unraveling into nothing. You don't feel alarmed, only mildly concerned, like noticing a stain that will need attention later. Orin finally looks up to you. There's pride there, and something like apology. You always were good at this, he said softly. The room dims, the table fades, your hands stop moving. You're back where you are, the fabric transitioning into the outfit you were creating for Duluth. Your fingers ache faintly as though you've been working for hours. A single loose thread, one that wasn't there before, rests across your knuckles. And as you blink, it disappears.
I'm just gonna smile and think, thought is a thread and memory is its loom, and go back to work. But I also might think, hey, that book might have given me a hallucination after all.
Wash your thoughts.
Wash your thoughts.
I might have to watch the book.
Get a proper brainwashing.
That's a t-shirt. Wash your thoughts.
Gal, as you're sitting there listening to Duluth, as his songs continue for the evening, suddenly the world goes, actually not suddenly, but the world goes quiet respectfully. The wind fades, the sounds follow, as if the world itself is holding its breath. You feel a familiar stillness, the same calm you find among the graves. For a moment, you think nothing has happened. Then you realize you're kneeling. Before you stretches a field of stone markers, not graves, but just markers. They are uniform, simple slabs of dark stone arranged in precise rows, each carved with a single symbol. A shallow spiral intersected by fine lines, like something halfway between a knot and an eye. No names, no dates. The sky above is overcast, heavy and low, but there are no storms, just pressure. As you rise and move between the markers, you feel a pull in your chest, not pain, not fear, but recognition. With every step, faint impressions brush your thoughts. A soldier kneeling in prayer before battle, a mother whispering a name as she dies, a hand tightening around a blade convinced it is necessary. None of the faces remain, only the feelings. At the center of the field stands a mausoleum, its door slightly ajar. From within comes a dim gray light, the color of ash, of old bone, and of twilight. You don't want to go inside, but your feet carry you in anyway. Inside, the air is cool and still. The walls are carved with the scenes of lives ending, not violently, not peacefully, inevitably. Each carving stops just before the final moment, frozen in suspense. At the center lies a stone bier. Upon it rests a figure wrapped in burial cloth. The cloth stirs. Your amulet grows warm against your chest. The date carved into the scale burns, not visibly, but in your mind. Numbers you know without remembering how. The figure does not rise, it only speaks. The voice is layered, many tones overlapping, but none of them loud. You were spared. The burial cloth tightens as if something beneath it has shifted. Not chosen, not forgiven, spared. The words echo. A faint glow traces the infernal tattoos along your skin, not red, not hellish, but a muted silver gray, like moonlight on scars. For a fleeting instant, you feel something behind your shoulders. Not wings, absence. Like muscles that were once there, then sealed away. The voice speaks once more, softer now. The dead keep better vows than the living. The mausoleum cracks, not collapsing, just opening. Fractures spreading like veins through stone. Light spills in, washing the carvings away. The field dissolves as sound returns. Heat presses back in. You are sitting at the bar where you were before. Your amulet is cool to the touch. The tattoos are unchanged.
Is this reminiscent of anything that I've experienced before?
More intense, I would say. More
For each of these
deliberate.
For each of these episodes, like, is there no time that has passed between when we...
It appears like each happened in the blink of an eye to the recipient.
Okay.
Well, I
To
can't
anybody
tell
that
not
might be
enough.
looking at Gal in the corner of the room, he's visibly clutching the table tightly. So tightly that his hands are shaking.
I'm just looking
Moore,
at him
glad
from
you
like
made it, even
3
if it is
feet
late.
away. Just
What did
hand
you-
to the
uh,
left.
Duluth, you said something?
I just said that I nodded off from mine, so.
Yeah. You nodded off. Everyone else seemed to happen in the blink of an eye.
So, are we all watching the Duluth and Doof show?
I think Gal and the Doc were. I don't know about the other three.
Helena was.
I
She
went-
went down.
Yeah,
Helena
I
went
went
down.
down.
Sada is lying in her bunk, and Raya was sewing, I believe.
Finishing
And it-
touches.
And it is at that point where we will pick up next week. So we will go ahead and call it for the night. And we will pick up there next Tuesday. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you once again to the Dragon's Lair for the continued support. And thank you all. Don't forget to tune in on Friday, January 23rd for our next in-person sitting around a real table, rolling real dice the way D&D was intended to play. And make sure you tune in next Tuesday to see what happens here. So that's next Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern Time at twitch.tv/thosenaturalones and youtube.com/@thosenaturalones.
Won't roll. Oh,
Where hopefully Emery does not roll a natural one on his closing line.
yeah, no. Getting back into the swing of it. Hopefully, we don't roll a natural one, getting to the bottom of all of our collective dream vision ideas.
And
Indeed.
guys, right now is a great time to sign up for our Patreon. We're refreshing the merchandise on the 1st. So there's going to be a whole new set. Usually it sends out to people after 3 months. So check it out. Me and Cassandra have been working on it, and we're going to have those new ones uploaded before the end of the year, so you guys get them in March.
Indeed. So keep an eye out for that. Join the Patreon. Help support us. Help us do a better show. So thank you all for joining us, and we will see you on Tuesday.